Yeah, you're damn right you're going to wait for me, Ken. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to Coffee and Craps with John from Pro Craps. I'm on Casino Gaming TV this morning, and we're gonna do a little bit of an RCA, root cause analysis, of what happened this morning in the daily paycheck, which is what I was hoping was going to happen to some degree, but not, right? You always want to win, but today we lost, and let's talk about the loss as we go through it. So I'm going to jump right into that screen here. Give me a second to get myself set, and we'll do that, and here we go. We are 3-1 with the Dallas drawdown. 3-1. Unfortunately, we're now down money, right? Here's the problem, right? Paychecks are great. Paycheck play is great if you can get it. If you can get it, it's great. If the rolls go for you, it's great. When you play any kind of a right side strategy where it's pure right side, now I'm not saying you got to go out and play hybrid or go out and play dark, but when you're full right side and you're not getting the rolls, there is nothing you can do about it. It just is what it is. And this one's a big one. This one's 640 across, right? I told you when we started the week, I don't expect this one to be a paycheck candidate. We had 3 great days in a row. I threw fantastically for 3 straight days, right? No problems. I think the first day we lost our first shooter. We won every shooter since then, right? We've been awesome. Paychecks were easy, $500, no big deal, and I look like a freaking genius, right? Today I go out there, right? 6 PSOs today. We had five direct PSOs, like point out, right? We had 4 of those. 2 of those were point 1 hit, and then we were out, right? So we had twice where we had one $140 collection and we're out. 4 other times it was a direct 640 ass kicking, right? You come into that thing at shooter number 7 or whatever it was, 7 or 8, whatever the number was, and we were down to like $1,800 in our bankroll, right? We went from 5,000 to 1,800, like in a blink of an eye. Craps will destroy you. I told you, every craps strategy sucks. It doesn't matter what it is, it sucks, right? That right side play, ass kicking, okay? If you're a dark side player, you made money on 5 straight shooters. Congratulations for you, right? Because then I had 3 shooters in a row that were 10, 16, and I think 11 on the last one, where I hit like 5 points. Now the don't pass players getting their butts kicked. It just swings, right? This is a very swingy kind of a day where both sides would have got train wrecked, right? If you stayed true to your side. It's a rough game, man. Craps is a rough game. When you're paycheck playing, this is why I always say what makes a good paycheck is a low volatility, reliable strategy. It's not going to be a home run. It's not going to be an amazing loss, right? Those line betting, the house edge low plays. That's why the 6, 7, 8 won. That's why the crossbow won. You're in and you're out with those things. Something like today, you're asking for it, right? This is the thing. Now, that said, we luckily won enough times ahead of it. Here is the thing. Look at the number there. We're minus $55. We're 3-1, right? 3 wins, 3 paychecks. 1 loss takes it all away, and we're $55 down. We're basically starting over on Thursday. So if you're playing, a 5-day work week with this strategy, you started at 0 on Wednesday. Wednesday, you lost enough to be at 0. Man, that sucks. You got to go at it again. Brutal, man, brutal. I think the big swings are fun. Fun if I'm playing with fun money, or as Ken would call it, experimental money, or excess money. It's not fun having a big swing when you're trying to make a living, right? And that's where I think strategies like this fall short. This is a good thing to switch into later. Maybe it's tough out of the gate, right? Tough out of the gate to make it work. But whatever. We'll keep at it. We have 2 more days of it to go, and we'll see. I enjoy this play better than I enjoy the up as you lose plays. I really do, because the up as you lose plays, I think on a bad run, if we were up as you losing, again, picture today's rolls with Dr. S's strategy from last week. Our last bets down there, we would have been, probably at 1360 out of our rack on those last ones, maybe more. We would have been 440, 660, 880, 1100, 1360 out of our rack, whatever the progression was. That's a ton of paper coming off the rail. Those make me squirrely, even though over time they probably recover a little better than this one did. But we recovered. I did okay. There we go. Let's talk about other things. So Friday Night Fights, don't forget, a couple days. Crap and Camper is up against whoever Crapsy is. I got to find out who this player is. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Chuck. We got to figure it out. I'll start reaching out today and finding out who that is. What else? Crapsy. I think we need to have a talk about Crapsy. I didn't plan on this today, but it's funny. This came up this morning on Joe from Craps Master Journey was doing his show, and somebody asked, I think it was, I forget who asked now, asked the group, how do you play Crapsy? When you're playing with Jeff or whoever else, how are you playing? Are you playing the way you play at the casino? Are you playing super high levels because you're trying to beat everybody else? Or are you doing something else, right? And got to ask you, it was Navaldo. You were the one who asked it, right? That's right, it was you. So here's the and this came up today because we're playing in my show out there, and I don't have time to pull it up now. Maybe I could. We had all those PSOs, right? And Nemo bought, he kept rebuying. I had one like 9 roller, and he cashed out $30,000. Okay, I don't know what his bets were. He says he wasn't hopping. It doesn't matter. Frankly, it doesn't matter. But if you go from $5,000, right, to $35,000 in 6 rolls, you've done something wrong. And I know that's going to sound stupid, but you're betting in such a way that nobody would do. You probably, I don't know what the hell you did to go from 5,000 to 35,000 in 6 rolls. I'll look at the thing. You can put it in chat if you want to. That's absolute insanity because you would never do it at a table. I think that was what Devaldo was asking was, are you using Crapsy, A, to practice? Like, I'm going to the casino, here's my actual bankroll, let me see what that bankroll would do against this shooter that's on screen right now. How would I have done? And then you learn, okay, what adjustments could I make? That's one way of using Crapsy. Like, actual practice, live bankroll, live shooter, what would you do? The other way to do it, what I tend to do more often than not, is test things out, like this Dallas drawdown. I wouldn't have put this in front of you if I hadn't tried it, right? I ran the Dallas drawdown for 2 weeks on my Crapsy, watching Jeff and other people throw. I went and rewatched because I can't watch them live, and I played the drawdown against their Crapsy throws to see how it does. How does it perform against Alfredo and Jeff and George and other live shooters? That's what I use it for. As a short run live test bed of an idea to see if it's viable before I show it to you here. I don't just make shit up in the middle of the night and come out here and throw it at you, right? Some people run Crapsy or play Crapsy as a way to practice for tournament play. And by tournament play, I mean like what Big AZ does, trying 4 guys against one another, or the Big AZ $1,000 challenge, and you're trying to, how best can I burn the entire bankroll or make $1 million, right? And that's, I think, what Nemo's mostly doing, is trying to find ways to win in those situations. I don't think that you're playing, and I'm going to guess here, and we'll talk at some point one-on-one, that you're doing Crapsy to practice for your casino play, because there's no way in hell you're doing that. If I played with you at a casino and saw you doing that, I'd probably pull you off the table, frankly, because it's dangerous to do that. And like I told you out there in the garage while you were doing this, I'm like, you have this weird like situation where you want to be taken seriously, yet you do things like that, and people just start tuning you out, right? Use Crapsy for good, not evil. That's what I'm saying. Use it for good, not evil. Test the strategy out, practice your live play. If you're there for the purposes of practicing to beat somebody on Big AZ's channel and take the belt, fine. But go out there with that as this is my why. Go out there with that. But otherwise, that's what I see. I see a lot of people doing this, and I've seen more than one person, not just, I call you out, Nemo, because you're here, right? I see a lot of people doing some dumb shit in Crapsy, winning way too much money, betting way too much, rail dumping all the time, just to try. Let me just try this out and hop everything for $100 and see what happens. Well, don't let the tech make you a worse player. Let the tech make you a better player. That's the thing. Crapsy's a great tool. So is WinCraps, but don't let it make you a worse player because it's fake money and you can just rebuy, right? This is my whole. Here I go. What difference does it make? I'm not sure if you're talking to me or not. It's a brain difference. If you're talking to me, Ken, it's a brain difference. If you're going to go out there and program your brain repetitively to say, well, fuck it, $5,000. Fuck it, $5,000. Fuck it, $5,000. You buy it in for 5K. You lose touch with money. You lose touch with the value of money. It's, to me, without getting political here, it's like, my son and I argue all the time about this. It's like kids with the freaking video games, right? All these video games, right? With, Grand Theft Auto and whatever else, the Call of Duty, right? You're just blowing people's brains out, and you get shot, no big deal. Press the green button and you respawn, right? No big deal. You're shooting non-player characters all over the place and nobody cares. Well, guess what? You get desensitized to the violence and the shooting and the blood and all that kind of stuff. And then you have kids in Tennessee getting shot up, right? That's what happens. And if you desensitize yourself to the value of money because you're playing with fake crap online, you desensitize yourself, you make bad decisions. And I don't want people making bad decisions. So use Crapsy to fine-tune your game, right? If you're using Crapsy as a cudgel, then you're getting nothing out of it. And I think it's unfortunately that's what I'm seeing more and more of. I'm seeing more of this with it. Trust me, go back and watch Jeff's show and rewind the Crapsy. Pick people who win a bunch of money besides Duracell. Look at some of the plays they're making. They're rail dumping, right? Not good. Not a good way to play at the casino. Not a good way to practice. And again, programming, right? Ken, you talk about it all the time. What is your thing as a person, right? How are you programmed? I think people are reprogramming themselves using artificial money, and that's a shame. So that is my soapbox. I did not plan on talking about this today at all. This was not on my agenda, but it just kind of happened this morning organically in Joe's show and in my show, and now here again in chat. Talk amongst yourselves about it, but I think that's a real thing. That's a real thing. I think money's hard to come by, right? In America in 2023, money is going to be harder to come by, not easier to come by. The economy's not in a good place, right? Not everybody has awesome jobs. Some of you do, I know you do. Money's not easy to come by. Don't practice burning it. Don't practice letting it on fire. Practice making it work for you, right? Practice using Crapsy as an investment tool, right? As a way to grow money, to create wealth, to create opportunity. Don't use it as a way to practice lighting it on freaking fire. That's, again, soapbox off, out of here. Let's go and talk about other more important and fun things. I want to get back. This actually leads right into this. Your personality play style. You can tell, by the way, from hearing me talk, what my personality and play style is. Okay, we can tell you what Ken's play style. Ken is a cautious player, right? Ken understands the value of money. Ken has used gambling to eat with as his source of food, right? I haven't done that, right? I haven't had to do that. I haven't tried to do that. I look at gambling as a way to build wealth, right? I am careful because I have used it twice now to build large bankrolls, to pay for things. Jacob from Wage Media says, use your winnings to buy shit. Buy yourself new furniture, buy a TV, buy whatever. Win and buy, right? I've won and saved. I've won and paid for colleges. I've won and bought a craps table. I've won and built a studio. To me, I got a purpose behind it. I'm cautious, right? I bring hard-earned money to the casino and I work my ass off to earn and grow that pile of money, okay? Mostly cautious. There are times when I get aggressive. I pick and choose my battles. I don't just go out there and rail dump. I don't walk up to my table, watch one shooter go and go, oh, it's cold table, and throw my whole rail on the don't. I don't do that. I don't say, ooh, guys throwing inside. Let's hop the insides for 100. I don't do that, right? I get aggressive sometimes because I think there's times for it. I live in those first two worlds, okay? There are friends of ours, Victor, mathlete, low volatility, right? Plays the line. There are guys we know that are thinkers, right? That play the probability game. Waylon, I put Waylon in this category. Waylon is a thinker. Waylon plays the probability. We're going to bet the 6 and 8. We're going to do this ladder thing because I've got A, a bankroll hammer, and B, I've thought through 10 ways to win, 6 ways to lose. I have an advantage. We're going to hammer the advantage with my bankroll. That's Waylon's combining thinking and bankroll hammer. I'm combining cautious and aggressive. Some of you are field players. We're going to work all of those all this week and next week and the week after and the week after. This week, I'm really focusing on how to play cautiously. What does a good cautious play look like? What does it protect your bankroll? What does it protect your earnings? What does it grow your wealth a little bit at a time look like, right? What does it mean to invest your money with a stockbroker who's going to earn you at 10, 12%? That's what we're looking at here this week. Cautious, bankroll building, reliably profitable. No big swings. Today we had the big swing. We lost, $3,500. We won $2,000 back. It was a whiplash this morning, right? That's not paycheck play. That is not cautious play, right? Got to have goals. You got to be able to short stack a shooter and be okay with short stacking a shooter. Put out $80, take 3 hits, and run for the freaking hills, right? That's okay. Okay. Now there's a couple of ways to do it, for sure. I think there's a number of ways that we can approach doing this, and I think, we can talk about growing your bet spread or showing it out of the gate. I think that's tomorrow's episode. Today I want to talk a little bit more about the right. I hate to say the word right, but ways to play cautiously and use your brain for good, right? Use what God gave you to make great decisions. And that's going to be sort of my goal today. So we're going to talk about being a smart player. And I wanted to spell the whole scared money rumor. We talked about it yesterday. Jen actually wrote me a text, the Justice Jen here, and said, great, thanks for talking about scared money. Because people use the scared money don't make money as a hammer a lot of times to shame people, right? And don't bet stupid because you're afraid of looking like you're playing with scared money. I don't think there's a such thing as scared money. There's scared people, but there's no scared money. I think you can be cautious and smart with your money and play in a way that makes sense and go. Before I go this, Skills, did I call you out, Skill? You're not rail dumping, but a lot of people are, right? Where you're showing skill is a way to play steady Eddie as she goes, right? And use the bankroll and increase your bet size, the more your bankroll grows. That's the way to do it. I'm telling you, watch what happens in those things and you see it. You'll see it, and it's a dangerous thing. And again, it's a dangerous thing. Just be careful. I'm telling you all, just use your brains, right? Keep your wiring intact. Don't rewire yourself because you have free shit to play with. That's just, it's so important. Anyway, here we go. Let's get on. Let's get to the table, and let's see. I'm going to use this table view here. I'm not that view. I'm not going to run the roll tracker today, but I'm going to turn the lights on. And on the light note, by the way, I did get a text from a subscriber yesterday. He said, "I solved your problem with the lights." I got to go fix the color here real quick. Let's resaturate that a little bit. There we go. Get those greens popping if I can. Right. Let's change the temperature a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm going to order a new light. I'm either going to order a smart plug or a new light that's a Bluetooth light. To make it so I don't got to deal with it. Anyway, here we go. Let's look at what you might call a scared money play, and let's talk through it. Here's $500. I got five stacks of $100 in my rack. There's $500, and I've said this to you before. $500 can come to you from a number of spots, right? You could have bought in with $500. Cool, right? You're a low bankroll player. That's great, right? Let's play smart. You could have bought in with $2,000 and lost $1,500 and you're left with $500. Either way, we got $500 in our rack. And let's assume that we're at a $15 table. Pretty average size. I'm not going to go to the quarter level here just yet, but let's say that we're here. And I'd like to look at a couple of ways to play smartly with the $500. And again, this is not a scared money play because an aggressive player, right, like John, may go here. And let's take reds and go 110 inside. Okay? That's an aggressive move. With $500, that's an aggressive move. That's more than that's 20% of your bankroll out there on the felt, right? You get the rolls that I had this morning, the 5 straight PSOs, which we know happens, you're out of money, right? That's an aggressive move, Probably not smart bankroll wise to make this move. That's not a smart play. It's not a scared money play to not do it, right? If I said we're not doing that, we don't have enough money in our rack to support that. That's not a scared money decision. It's a smart decision. That's like, hey, I need to create opportunity from what I have here. Let's find the best way to do that. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, and turn the puck off here. We're going to play it kind of Ed Robinson's way. Okay. Not the full way, but we're going to talk about what he does here. I'm going to give this kind of a preview with you. And I can also play it the skill and luck way. My 66 switch that I call it, right? Let's do the Ed thing first though, right? Ed likes to kind of see what's happening, right? See what he's rolling. And then he goes out and puts a bet out. Now he's going to have to play a pass line. I'm not doing a pass line bet. I'm just going to leave the line alone because I want to keep the rack safe. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and set our ones on top. I'm going to spin them and see what I throw, right? And you know, you might grab a 6 or an 8. There's a 9 out of the gate, right? You might grab out of your rack immediately. Let's take a $16 or $18 6 and 8. We'll go out here with 35, 40 bucks, right? And let's get an $18 6 and 8. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take 2 quarters. We're going to go 50 bucks. I'm going to get 2 change, and we're going to go with a $24 6 and 8. Okay. 24 bucks on both, and let the game come to us. Okay. Ed says, and I agree with him. This is a great comment to remember. I'll play the 6 and 8 on anybody. Right? You got 10 ways to win in these 2 bets. We can take these bets and we can get something else with it. Right? If it's rolling, there's no reason to move the bets if they're not paying. Let's get the 6 and 8 and see what happens, right? Let's just do a nice little respectful 10% of our bankroll on the table. That's not a bad way to start. And again, it's not scared money. This is smart play. Let's take the 2 most likely numbers to hit and see what rolls out here. We got an 11, which is garbage. Whatever. If we're throwing garbage, we might grab a field. We have some extra reds in there. We may do that. But for now, let's just work the insides and hope we can get something. Here's a 6, 2, 8 easy. Okay, $28. We're going to play it in reds. 25. There's 28 bucks. Now you have a choice to make. Okay, your choices are smart money play, aggressive play, right? Because you've got 24 out there, it may not be the worst thing in the world to grab that to your rack and same bet the first one, right? Smart money play. Let's actually take it as a quarter, right? Let's take half of our spread back to our rack. Okay, again, if we can make that look like 500 again, then we're okay to do what we need to do. Okay, you may press this by a unit. Nothing wrong with taking a 1 or a 2 unit press and getting it up there a little bit, make it look like 30. I'm okay with that on the first one, but we're going to go ahead and make a smart play. We're going to go ahead and get half of our spread back in the rack. First shot. Okay, if we can get it again, great. I'm not going to be aggressive out of the chute here. We're going to go ahead and take our money and respect what's in our rack. Okay, there's the 3. That's 2 horns and an 8 so far. A little bit gross. Here we go. 4 and a 6. It's a 10. So we're all over the field, right? The field's getting hammered right now, which is cool, right? We're not there yet. You might switch into it, I suppose, if you feel like that's what you want to do. But yeah, we're not doing it. We're going to keep our 6 and our 8 as our primaries until this happens. There's our 7. All right, we got half of them. We got one of these bets was paid for. Right? One of these bets was paid for by our win. Cool. Right? Smart money play. I think it's a smart way to do it. Build them up as we go. Let's try it again. We'll do the same thing. Same play. Here's a 6. And again, we'll play it smart. That was a 4-2-6. I rolled them. 4-2-6. And again, let's do 24. We'll take $2 and change. Whoops, the green's over here. There's 4 and 4. 4 and 4. I think I missed. There we go. Too many. Yeah, I'm not used to these a little bit less slick, thicker, old school chips. All right, there we are. We're at the point of 6. Let's play it easy. Another yo. Boy, the field is where it's at, right? The field today is where it's at. 6-5 yo. Nice, easy 6 and 8 only system. Build them up. 4, hard 4. Another boy. The field has hit every time except for 3 rolls. If you're that feel player we talked about, if you're a feel player, this might be your time to shine right here. Hey, there's a 6. That's the point. That's awesome. Same as last time, right? We're going to take $28. We're going to take it to the rack. We're going to protect this house. Bring that on in, okay? Matter of fact, if I take these nickels from the last shooter and just grab color, I like to see the right colors. I know in a casino you can't do that. Every chance I get to get color and keep my original bankroll visible in a way that's understandable, I'm good. If you look at where we are, there's $450 in the rack, and there's 24 out here. There's $50. 24, 24. Sorry, there's our, come on, John, you idiot. There's our $50. This makes our rack full. This represents profit. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're gonna take another hit, get ourselves right, hopefully, and then we'll start playing. We'll start seeing what's coming. There's a 9. Okay, you might do, by the way, what Clay does from East Coast Craps, right? He takes the chips in his rack. I'll use Lammers, and he's tracking. I'll put these over here. He's tracking. I'll move this up a little bit for you. There's the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10, right? And he'll track for you how many times they're getting hit, right? He'll use multiple chips to sort of do that. So we've had on this particular roll, we've had 2 6s roll, right? 4, 5, 6, and we've had 2 9s roll. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So you're looking at what the trends are by doing that. Here we go. Let's grab a new point. All right, there's a 6. I forget the point was 9 or the point was, it doesn't matter. That's our third 6 though. See how the 6 is getting hot? 3 6s there. It was the point twice, so you only got collecting 1, but it's good to see what the shooters are rolling. Man, we can't get past it. We can't get past it. Today, garage and in here too, right? But we got one of them back. Every time we've done this so far, we've gotten one of those back. We got to dig into profit a little bit here to make it work. That's fine. There's 50, there's 2. We can reset all of our counters. Put them this way if you want to. And just eke our way along. There's 50, there's 2. And here we go. I need more whites over here. How are these chips looking, by the way? These chips look a little clearer than my old ones. I took the Pro Craps chips off the table today, or last night to get I ordered a new set of chips that are more clay-like, casino-like. These match those in terms of weight, so I'm going to switch these here. They're a little less slick. All right, here we go. Coming out, we'll do it one more time. I'm going to actually turn these whites in. I don't have a lot, so we're going to have to do a little bit of color up as we go here. All right, let's do it. Another little smart money play. Maybe this time, no, let's get this to profit first. Let's actually have a little roll here. We'll play the roll out, and then we'll do the 66 switch. There's an 8. Again, boy, the 8 and the 6 are rolling. You can see that they're definitely hitting. Let's go. There's a 4, 3, 1. Doesn't matter to us. We're not on it. All that Crapsy talk, I should be doing Crapsy for you all, right? I'm not gonna feed the beast today. There's an 8. All right, 5, 3, 8. Fantastic. We'll same bet the first one. First one, same bet. Next one, up and pull. Okay? I'm not gonna do the regression up and pull. We're just gonna do up and pull as we go. All right, puck's off. Let's get a new point. And that's going to be, by the way, our second 8. Seven, doesn't matter. There's a 5. All right, there's a new point. That's a 5. That's 4, 5. Let's see what the shooter's going to be on here. We got a 3, a 1, 2, 3. That's a field hit. If it was so hot earlier, it kind of went cold for a minute there, didn't it? 10. 10, 10, 10. Not on the 10. Now we're kind of all over the place. Let's mark that up, though. Another one. Ooh, boy. 6, 4, 10. It's our second one. Actually, these are ass backwards. It doesn't matter. It makes sense in my head when I see that, but for you, it's probably backwards. 2 10s. 2 10s, 2 8s, and big grossy. Boy, has it happened every time where we've hit it one time and then we can't get a second hit in the 6th rate? 6th rate, you know, there are the best numbers to play, I guess, but they don't always hit you with the miracle, right? But look where we are. We're playing smart. We're playing the 2 most popular numbers. We're going to collect one, and then we're either going to press or spread. The next hit in here, I probably would have spread out to something different, right? But we can't get the second hit. Where is our rack, though? We're only down 3 units, right? And if you're again, smart money plays low volatility. You're not going to try and destroy the table, right? We can do the same thing ish. Let's stop with this play here. And again, let's go to that little switch play I was talking about. Let me put the bankroll. We'll leave it where it is. Again, $15 table. Okay, so let's take a quarter to the don't. A quarter to the don't pass, and that actually, you know what we'll do 15. 15 on the don't, 10 change. Let's catch a number. We got a 9. That was a 6, 4, or 5, 4, 9. There's our point of 9. Let's do the 66. Okay, let's do 50, 5, $66. All right, and we'll do the switch. Love this one. This is such a fun strategy. And again, low volatility, smart play. I think this is kind of a nice, careful way to look at it. Okay, there we go. 66 inside. 5. Let's press it up. Here's our 21. Okay, we're going to get everything up by 1 unit. There's another 5. Awesome. $28. The point is 9. I'm going to bring everything down. And what I'm going to do in my rack is this. I'm going to take, there's 50, 65, $67. I'm going to put that over here. And you see it in the front of my rack, that's my next play. Okay. This right here, whatever's left, there's a nickel. What did I do? I put that should be $15 down there. I don't know why I stacked it up. I've got 25, 45, $49 back. That's what I expect. $50 coming back off the felt here, right? That's good. That's, technically speaking, if I take a nickel from here and I do this, there's $50. My bankroll is getting back to $400. I've got $66 for the next time to try this. I've got another nickel here and $9 kind of to the good. What I can do, right, on a point of 9 is let this ride out. Just let it go, right? I could even drop at a $15 table. You can drop $9 out there to win 6. If you want to just burn this up in here, that's totally fine. I could take a quarter, right, and drop 24 to win 18. I can do whatever I need to out here, right? Not 24 to win, I'm sorry, 24 to win, yeah. All right? However you want to play, that's fine. Take your win, your 50 bucks, and just live with it and let the don't pass write itself out, right? Switch from light to dark, and there's my 7-5-2-7, and get out of here, right? With a quick little boom, double up win, smart money play right there. 2 hits and out, 50 bucks. Let the 7 do its thing, and you're freaking out of here. You can go up 1 unit, pull back $10, and try it again. I love that play because, again, when I don't have a lot of bullets in the gun, and I got to respect my money, I just made 65 bucks in that amount of time. Just a handful of rolls, right? 4 rolls on a shit shooter, right? 2 hits and a 7. You made money on that. That's like the Horseman, we designed it to be okay in that realm. This is a good hybrid play where you're kind of safe, right? That don't pass eats up one of these numbers. So what? That's a smart money play. I don't call that a scared money play. To me, that's a smart play to put your money where it makes sense. And we're gonna up a little bit on the one that won. Let's see if we can pull it off again. Nope, we're gonna lose. That's a huge bummer. Back out at 15. We're gonna burn the profit we had, but again, come out 7s on the don't pass are just what they are. There's no fight in City Hall there. Back to the 9. All right, let's do it again. There's the 9. We have 15 down here. We have our 66. Let's get our whites, and we'll do it again. Hopefully we'll do it again. 3 and 3. Nice, simple, get in and get out. Be okay with it kind of a play. There's a 4-3-7 though. We don't get it. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. We're going to lose $66. That, actually, I'll leave it out here because we're going to do it one more time. I'm just going to pay it out of the rack. Okay. Again, I'll up by 1 unit and I'll pull this back. We're going to go with this 76. I'll get back 10 change. We're out. Let's do it. The don't pass wins for us. That's good. 25 or 20 bucks is going to win. 20 bucks. We're going to go up a unit and pull 3. Up and pull works everywhere. Ken will tell you it works everywhere on the table. Make it a quarter. That's great. Love it. 6. We're on a point of 6. That's okay. I'm okay with that bet. I'm not scared of the 6. I'm not scared of the 6. Let's get our inside hits though. Let's make our 2 inside hits work. Let's get our money back from before. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. Playing smart. Playing smart. We're not going to have big swings here. We're not going to have home runs. Right? We're gonna eke our way through. There's a 4 now. We had 10 and a 4. We're all over the damn place. Random Randy never gets in a pocket. But we got that. Frickin' hell. 4-3-7. We can't get our inside hits. Two shooters in a row. We can't get the inside hit. Nothing. That's a bummer, right? I told you in the start of the show, right side strategies will get pelted on those earlies. But here we are. We won on the don't, 25 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and up it again and take the quarter back to my rack. Now it's at 30. We lost this money, so it's 50, 65, 66. Now we're feeling it a little bit. Right now you're at your $500 bankroll and you're going, oh God, we're down to 300 bucks. We're getting destroyed up here in the box. We'll let it come to us, right? Again, not a lot of swings, low volatility play. There's a midnight. There's an 8. Again, don't fear these numbers, right? We got a 5. All right, there's a 4-1. That's good. First payment, finally, right? Let's go 21. Drop our buck. Let's make that 50. Let's make that 50 bucks. Inside hit, please. Nope, 4. Tell you what, frickin' Random Randy. Bouncing all over the damn place. All right, there's a 6. Hard 6, 3-3, good. $28. There's 28. I'm going to take the winnings off first. Okay. We'll take our 66 bucks. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to leave it out here, but I'm going to turn it off. Bets are off, just to make it easy on myself. There's a nickel. There's a quarter. 50 bucks. I love that. I love that it brings 50 bucks back. Let me just beat that 8 now. Let's get our 7 and go home, right? Smart money. We're not going to chase the loss. We're not going to get wicked aggressive. We're just going to play the system and be smart and protect our money. Here we go. 30 bucks on the don't. Another little winner. Okay. Stack it up, rack it up. 66 still potentially in action out here. I got 35 growing up down here. If I want to at any point in time, I can reset this down to 15 bucks. I can take the green back, drop a nickel, and go to 15 and start that process again. Now I'm back to 400 bucks in my rack. We lost up here. We're back to 400, 66, 480, 491. We worked it all the way back, right? A little low volatility, a little bit of a smart money play here. It's not scared money, it's smart money, right? At some point, we're gonna have enough money to play a little extra. We gotta earn some, right? Now we're back on, point of 8. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Oh no, we lost our don't pass, but, right? This is fine. We're gonna lose 15, but we're gonna win 21 up here. This is one of those times where the don't pass, the hedge here, it's fine. It's fine. I'm really after these numbers ahead of that one. I don't care about losing that. Actually, it goes back. We actually won 6 bucks. It's fine. It's fine play. That's why I don't take those things down. That don't pass is down there for later, not for right away. Now we're on a point of 6. The same thing can happen, right? We roll a 6, we're gonna win 6 bucks, whatever. If we can avoid that 7 for a couple of rolls, we'll be in good shape. There's a drop the buck, press them up. Here we go. Give me something inside. Nope, we got a 7. That's a bummer. Needed that to come one roll later, right? I wanted to collect here, get the 50, and then get the 7. That's okay. It's okay, we're still fine. If I take this back, let's see where we are. I'm gonna actually take all this down. That's a real bummer. I really wanted to win that one more time for you. All right, we'll bring it down. I'm gonna call it here because we have Chris coming up here in a minute. So there's a quarter. Where are we at? 425, 445, right? We lost 60 bucks and all that running around, we lost 60 bucks. And honestly, there wasn't a roll in there where anybody else would have made any money anyway, right? I think that's kind of cool. Let's get down here. Let's go see. Boy, the chats are out of my screen for some reason. Let me go here. It's 8:56. We got 4 minutes before Chris goes. All right. Again, didn't make any money. Also, one of the last days you're gonna see me do the damn light thing. We didn't make any money, which is okay. We also didn't lose our ass, right? If I go back to the screen where we're talking about the styles, right? The cautious play, the I care about my money play, the I'm here to build slowly an investment portfolio. This is what you get, right? It's bankroll protection. It's pretty reliable, right? We could have, on the first shooter, I won 28 bucks out of the gate. That could have been it, right? Reliable, little bit of money, right? There's not a lot of big swings in that. The don't pass in the place bets, a little bit of hedge for a couple of rolls, and then you switch sides and you're gonna be good. If you're playing just the 6 and the 8, okay, there's gonna be times where you lose that 48 bucks like this with nowhere to run. That happens. But if you keep your goals strict and you learn how to work that short stack and not keep dipping into your rack for more and more and more to spread unnecessarily, you're gonna be okay. A hybrid play like that is good, I think. Tomorrow, what I wanna do is play a little bit of the storm and a little bit of line play. We're gonna do the same cautious player mentality, but tomorrow I want to play a little bit of this. Actually, I'm going to play the Storm, and I'm going to play just a straight up inside builder strategy. We're gonna do it both ways. I want to see what it looks like to regress and what it looks like to grow, as kind of a comparison between the two play styles for the cautious player. Again, cautious play is smart play. It's not something to be A, ridiculed, and B, shameful of, right? Your bankroll tells you what to do, as does your brain. If your brain is going against the grain, like I don't want to do this, or this feels wrong, follow what your brain is telling you. Let's go back a screen. Okay, follow down here. Follow what your brain is telling you. If it feels wrong, it probably is. And that's an important thing. It doesn't, your brain ain't lying to you. So if you're playing aggressively, but you're a cautious person and you get the willies, listen to the willies and play cautiously. If you're playing too cautiously and you've got all that fear of missing out, right? If your bankroll supports it, make the move, right? Here we go. Let's look at some PCs and Qs. Skill has something to say. Skill says, you're singing a song. What are you singing here? That's funny. Okay. How about any questions? You're cracking me up, dude. Questions. Whoa. Oh, it's all Nightbot crap. Yeah, Hawaii Crap Shooters, by the way, says, I agree with you. The problem with the rebuys, no consequences. Also, on that same note, though, for us as content providers, why is my face orange? This is annoying. I'm telling you. There we go. The rebuys had no consequences, just like video games have no consequences when you die. But as providers, Brian, I think Jeff will agree, and I know Alfredo will agree, and Duracell has told me this too. I was going to put a no rebuys thing on the show and say, well, that's it. You get your money, play your money smart, do your thing. That's what you're getting. No rebuys. If you do that and people crap out or they whatever win their goal, like my people will win a goal and rebuy back down to the base and keep trying again, which is great. If we have a no rebuy rule, then people stop playing because they either hit goal or they hit loss and they quit. There's no more engagement in the show. So rebuys are important to allow. It's a matter of how people use the rebuys. I think it's an important thing. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. We're going to keep on playing cautious. I know cautious play may not be terribly exciting. Sorry. You've got to be smart. And I think playing cautious and smart is fun. We're going to get into math plays, aggressive plays over the next few weeks. I've got a lot of things to just kind of quick roll like we're doing today, just to give examples of that style of play. And I think in chat, what you're going to find is you're going to go, oh my God, this is so boring, or oh my God, this is exciting, or you're going to be like, that's stupid. Why is he doing that? That's good. Whatever your reaction is to what I'm rolling out is going to tell you where on this chart you belong. And I think you got to know that. You got to know that if you think what I just did is super boring, you're not a cautious player, and that's fine. You're putting yourself into a different bucket. Just know where your bucket is. That's what I want you to figure. Figure out where your bucket is. Let your reaction to what you're seeing put you in the right bucket, and then I want you to think ahead as to what kind of bankroll you have, and does your bankroll support the bucket that you put yourself in? Cool. That's it, guys. 9 o'clock. I'm out of here. Let's go go watch the DGen Daily Wager, and I'll see you over there. Again, thanks for watching Coffee and Craps on Casino Gaming TV. I'm John from Pro Craps. God bless all. You have a good one, and I'm out.